For the Portland Pilots, they're going to be in their home white uniforms. Purple, Portland across the chest. The starters are going to be Mikkel Meek, Emmy Shearer, Trista Hull, Maisie Burnham, and Alexis Mark. Now, this is a normal starting five that we've seen for Portland throughout the entire regular season so far, J-Mo.
This starting five has come in and provided the energy, the collective cohesiveness, and they have just been solid from start to finish all season long.
Tip goes up, and it's won by the Beavers.
Portland's going to start in their 1-3-1 zone, trying to make things happen. We're going to see a lot of different matchup zones from Portland this evening.
And you and I were talking before this game, and these two teams are in different spots. When you talk about the roster, you talked to Scott Ruick, and he was talking about how these two teams played 4 years ago in the WNIT as Burnham gets fouled.
Go to the rim, really aggressive, and get herself to the free throw line. Oregon State, on the other hand, has a lot of new players trying to figure out their way, learn a new system. Coach Ruick runs a lot of different things. They've got to adjust real quick.
We'll see how they handle the pressure from Portland so far today. Bolden pulls up, beating the press. Ali Shamol has checked in for Oregon State. Hull's shot, not enough on it, never got over the lip.
Schimmel, a great story out of Corbett, Oregon. Wasn't really highly recruited, and Coach Ruick found her when he was watching the state tournament, looking at somebody else, quite frankly, and ends up having a home visit and picks her up, and been a great find.
Pilots running the floor in transition. Hull.
Important player on this floor for Portland.
Not somebody you want to get into foul trouble, already picking up that first foul a couple minutes into this contest. Rees pass, intercepted by Shearer.
You see how Portland wants to double team. Great pass.
Good feed to Mark. She'll finish it.
Size advantage in that guard spot.
Schuler trying to get an opening, finds Rees, stops in the paint, sidesteps the defender.
And great little step through move.
Hull against Rees, kicks it out to Meek. Hull will take a chance from three. Offensive rebound, Burnham fights off some of that contact.
Yeah, long and lanky, can score in all three areas. Very active in the press.
Marat pulled up from inside the paint, can't get it to go. And not a good pass from Ananiev. Rees was crossing her face. Schimmel will lay it in with the pass across the paint.
Live ball turnover.
Portland's on a 2-minute scoring drought. They're looking to end it here. And
fast break opportunities off of the Beavers' mistakes.
And Maisie Burnham, second in the conference in free throw makes and attempts on the year. Went to Barlow High School in Gresham, not too far away from the city of Portland. And a couple deep runs in this building for Barlow High School. Bolden gets back iron, and Spear fighting for the rebound, taken away by Rees in the putback.
Kelsey Rees on the offensive boards right there, making things happen. Thought she had an and one opportunity with the contact.
Mark wanted to step into the three. Spear turned, cut off by Heidi, but floats it over the hands for two. Pass inside to Rees. Good find from Schuler. Slow start, though, tonight. Just 1 of 5 from the field. And no look passing from Portland leads to an open shot for Burnham. It's no good.
Great look from the three-point line for Burnham, just not able to hit it, but good extra pass by the Pilots.
Portland now 0 for 5 from behind the arc. Rees turns, gives it up to Vathina. Schimmel, and that's going to stay here. Hull had her hands all over the back.
Easy call for the official. Good high-low option by Kelsey Rees and Heidi.
Former 4-star recruit. But a big presence inside. Top 5 in the conference in total blocks this season. Closing in on the final minute of the first quarter, and the pass is taken away.
Well, that's the 5th turnover for the Pilots in this game. Oregon State doing a great job.
And Rees gets it to go.
About her balance and strength right there.
And a bit of unfamiliar territory for the Pilots. They're trailing by 3 here in the first quarter. Beavers are on a 6-0 run over the last 90 seconds.
Oregon State applying a little bit of pressure of their own, little tempo press. Portland hasn't scored in 2.5 minutes.
Meek had it partially blocked, and now they're going to say she got fouled. Get a look at it right here.
Ball goes into the mid-post right there, and she just comes over and kind of gets her right on the hand. That's a good call.
Meek, a 77% free throw shooter. One of the best in the conference this season in distributing the ball. Nearly 4 assists to a single turnover.
Have an extra defender with the line.
Bolden will waste no time getting across half court. Found Heidi, kept the ball high. Portland can hold on to the final shot for this first quarter.
Oregon State in their zone.
Naniev found Mark, turns around at the baseline and gets it to fall.
Great execution. That all happened because of a baseline screen by Burnham and then dishing and getting high percentage shots in the paint. Bolden's been a big part of that, just really attacking off the bounce. Portland's got to be smarter in the half court and get some high percentage shots. 0 for 8 is both teams from the three-point line so far in this game.
Rees could not get away, and a smart play right there by Burnham. Pass tip, Meek stays with it. A little give and go back to Shearer. And the use of the glass is no good.
Portland just a little bit out of sync offensively, and you know, when you play Coach Ruick, you have got to make sure that you take what they give you.
Burnham was cutting to the basket, didn't get the look. Mark hits all back iron on her three-point attempt.
Decent look from the three-point line, and you see how Alexis Mark has the range. Ball got tipped.
Bolden weaving her way through the defense. Marat hitting the baseline jumper. Meek alone. And Portland just ice cold from beyond the arc. They're now 0 for 7.
And a wide open look, and Mikkel Meek doing a much better job shooting the three this season. That's a shot you've got to knock down.
Yeah, Meek is shooting 40.4% from behind the arc, and you mentioned it. When you're that wide open, you have to capitalize.
I think Mikkel got popped in the face down there at the other end. And
she did, but she just waved off the trainer. She said, I'm fine. Don't worry about it. That's a couple times, though, this season. She's caught an elbow or a hand into the face. Marat will turn at the free throw line. Bolden attacks the cup. Blocked by Mark, and no, they're going to call a foul. That'll be Mark's first and the first team foul.
Bolden really just doing a great job of creating off the bounce. Not only in the full court, but half court, recognizing that they just can't keep her in front right now.
A 1-3-1 into the corner. It's Burnham. Finally, Portland gets one to fall. Bolden attacking the cup, cut off by Burnham. Out to Marat. Midway into the paint, using the glass.
AJ Marat is so good at the mid-range pull-up jumper. You give her opportunities like that, she's going to make you pay.
That ends a nearly 3-minute field goal drought for Oregon State. Burnham wants another three. She's got it!
Macy Burnham getting hot from the three-point line.
Marat gets cut off by Mogul, and a pass is taken away by Naniev. Schuler trailing, and Naniev will use the left hand.
AJ Marat just not sharp with the ball right there, and Naniev's so long and versatile. Ties this one up at 23.
And Naniev's first points of the evening. Marat steps into the three. Got it! Holding it up, she's got 7 points.
AJ Marat's got range. Loves that mid-range, but if you leave her open, she'll pull the trigger.
She can score quickly as well. Always have to keep an eye on her when she's on the floor. And the pass was leading Mark the wrong way.
Yeah, Mark was coming to the sideline right there. Burnham passed it to the inside. Just not able to get her hand on it.
That's 8 turnovers now for Portland. Oregon State's only been able to turn that into 5 points, though. Heidi, double team, using the left hand. Shearer's just wondering, what else could I do right there in that position?
Nothing much. I mean, what Heidi did was catch and immediately go back to the rim, not allowing that double team, and she kept the ball nice and high.
Back to Ananiev. She's trying to get that three-point basket to go, and Burnham flying.
Right now, Oregon State doing a great job at the defensive glass.
Well, it seems like the Beavers have been in a zone, too, kind of creating more three-point shots for Portland. How would you like to see them change that up against the defense of the Beavers?
If you're not hitting shots from the outside, you got to attack off the bounce a little bit. And right now, Oregon State.
Shearer picked up the foul. That'll be her second, the team's third in this second quarter. Schuler on the season. Schuler, just a 58% free throw shooter. She goes 2 for 2 this time.
Oregon State zone causing a lot of havoc from the perimeter for Portland.
Burnham doesn't care about the hand in the face. That's her third triple. She's got 14 in the first half.
All from that spot on the floor, I might add.
Yeah, you're absolutely
zone.
right, yeah. That wing three has been her friend. Marat stepping up, goes for the mid-range, silky smooth. Cross-court pass to Burnham. Into the corner, finds Shearer. She sinks it. Schuler with the touch, doesn't get it to go, and Heidi picked up a foul for another one to go.
Watch the penetration by Schuler, a little one-handed shot. Trista Hall did a good job, and Heidi just a silly foul going for that rebound with 6 seconds on the clock.
And they're saying that was all ball. Schibel with a block. And Shearer right now trying to say, hey, I had a hand on my back when I was trying to shoot. Beavers and the Portland Pilots looking to shake things up atop of the West Coast Conference standings. Well, it's the start of the second half. Portland will have first possession. A good crowd on hand today inside the Child Center. Of course, we already knew that the Beavers fans traveled well, with a good mix of purple and orange in here. Shearer pulls up from the WCC symbol and got a dead bounce off the back of the iron.
Shooter's touch right there.
And Meek will steal the inbound pass away from Marat. Burnham gets fouled.
And that's what you don't want to do, is just come in and start turning the basketball over.
They lost Shearer, and she makes him pay. She just walked herself to the corner and was left wide open.
Portland on a 5-0 run in the first 30 seconds here out of the half.
And now they have a 2-point lead. Vieta just getting it over to Bolden, now to Marat. Her chance to respond, she does. And Hole on the floor. Mark spins, pass out to Burnham. Picks up her dribble, somebody needs to help her, finds Hole across the paint. 15 on the shot clock. Rees planting herself near the block, and the active hands from Shearer making things difficult. Schuler, good pass, they found Rees, and she gets fouled. Rees will make the first. The transfer from the University of Utah a couple of seasons ago. Now this is sort of her team with all the transfers leaving.
And doing a little bit of everything.
Pass to Mogul at the baseline. We'll take it back out. Found Mark at the elbow to Shearer, out for the three. Got it! Hands up, not trying to pick up that fourth foul. Vieta around Shearer.
But gets herself to the free throw line.
Vieta, only 5 minutes of action. She picked up 2 quick fouls in that first quarter, hit the bench until halftime. Great free throw shooter, though, at the line, shooting nearly 90% on the season, the senior from Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Rebounds really hard.
Mark turns and faces. One dribble into the corner, and Aniev finally gets one to fall from beyond the arc. She's got 5 points. I believe they called a warning on Mark on the inbound pass.
Can't cross the barrier of that line.
All alone, it's Rees underneath. It doesn't get any easier than that. Mark got caught up in the air, turns it over.
8 turnovers in the game now for Portland. Just like you said, Brian, got herself kind of caught in the air. She needs to go right at Rees.
Hole trying to use the right hand. Got the shooter's touch.
Smart move by Hull right there. Going at Rees. She knows she can't pick up another foul here early in this third quarter.
Rees. And it goes off of Rees.
And bringing that ball down with a double team, you're in trouble.
Burnham. Oh my goodness! She's dialed in from deep. Her fourth triple. She's got 17 points.
Maisie Burnham, especially in that spot against the zone, has just been deadly. You've got to make her put it on the ground if you want Beavers.
Burnham is now tied her season high in three-point field goals.
And then defensively as well, she's doing a nice job of leading the squad, and the shooting part will come to it. It's just a confidence builder.
Nice move, beating the shot.
That ball was like off somebody's foot for a second.
Bolden sinks the three. And the Pilots back on the offensive. Mark pulls up from inside the paint, doesn't get it, and I think she's going to pick up a foul too.
Portland doing a nice job offensively in this quarter. 6 of their last 8 from the field. It's a defensive issue right now for them, just not able to get stops back to back. Oh, and she just picked up her fourth.
Spear will make that first free throw.
Take a look right here. You see Spear running. Heidi, just 2 hands in the back. That's what they called right there. Not a lot of contact. That's too bad. Coach Rook, I don't blame him for being a little bit upset about that.
Spear will go 1 for 2.
Didn't affect the play whatsoever.
I'm with you there.
This Oregon State, 6'5", 6'7". You get a nice size advantage tandem with those 2 in the game.
And Schuler will get fouled.
Right there, looking to score. That's what they need, an offensive threat.
She'll miss that. 4 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, though. They were trying to go for the home run pass. Mark avoiding the defenders.
Oregon State's giving her that shot.
Oregon State holding on for the last shot. They trail by 1. And Meek
Beat right there, trying to cut Schuler off.
basically all the way down, and it still popped out. 1 of 2. That'll tie us up at 52. 6 seconds left for Portland. Spear finds it to Meek. Portland has to shoot it. Ananiev up. And hit the front side over Green. Oregon State had 5 turnovers in that third quarter, just 3 for Portland. Each team trying to get an edge. The largest lead for Oregon State was 7 points. The largest lead for Portland was 4. That was back when it was 8-4. Burnham had it poked away from behind. Extra pass. Shearer dead ahead. That'll be off to the left. Long rebound. Fieta, and a foul on Meek. That'll be foul number 4 and the first one of the fourth quarter. The Pilots are a team. They lead the West Coast Conference. They're getting to the charity stripe about 22 times a game. So far today, just 8 free throw attempts. Hull just picked up her 4th, so she heads to the bench, and Naniev checks in for Portland. Schuler looking for an outlet. It's taken away by Naniev. Bolden on her hip. Pass up to Shearer, and the way in for 2. Fieta had it for a moment, nobody on her. Now Shearer cuts her off, and she lost it too quick. 18 turnovers now for Oregon State. Now it looked like Mark had an opening right there to get a decent shot off. Now Burnham kicks it out to Shearer. Another 3 for Shearer, 16 points.
There's your senior making big shots.
She had 3 points at halftime. She's got 13 in the second half, and a travel by Bolden. The 4th foul on Bolden, and Fieta takes away the inbound pass.
Oh.
And Rees got away with a walk right there. Bolden sinks that shot just outside the paint.
Mid-range pull-up. Oregon State is living on it today.
Mogul picks up her dribble. Now it's Mark trying to go baseline, wrapping it around for Burnham. Rips it away from Bolden! So head to the line! 19 points for Burnham! Correction on my end, so Bolden now out of this game.
That's a tough loss for the Beavers.
Uncharted territory for Portland this season. Yes, they're 14-0. but each game that they've won has been by double digits, and Oregon State is keeping it ever close. Another basket by Rees. Mark all alone at the elbow, can't convert. And she's lucky she didn't pick up a foul right there.
Little frustration, poke away right there, trying to create something. You can see Alexis Mark just does not want to shoot that mid-range jumper.
Fietta finds the open lane. Quick pass to Rees.
Rees, high percentage layups. He's got to keep the ball handler in front.
Portland has not scored in 2.5 minutes. Shearer gets fouled.
Put the ball in their hands. Let them be the decision makers on whether they're going to take shots, create, and get people involved.
17 points on the evening, 3 rebounds and an assist for the Auckland, New Zealand native. Knocks down both free throws. You know, for Oregon, you've had some good offensive possessions here the last handful of times down. You don't have to necessarily rush to get a shot here. As Rees turns and faces, almost traveled. Ferreira gets affected on the shot. 2 feet on the ground.
Finds Schuler on the opposite side and a good feed into Ferreira.
Ferreira makes that free throw. Now 3 for 3 from the charity stripe. 5 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. He's looking for that steal. Burnham, the quick shot, doesn't get it to go. Hit front iron. Rebound, Rees.
I don't mind that look. That's Maisie Burnham, you know, in the mid-range against the zone right there. You want her to shoot the ball.
Chance to tie it up or at least take the lead if you're Oregon State. Rees to Schuler, passes up the shot. Rees lost it. Ball still loose. She hits the floor, and a jump ball will favor Oregon State. And with 5 fouls against Portland, it's free throws for Oregon State on the next foul from the Pilots. Murad beats the clock. And I think they're going to review it just to make sure.
Ball goes in and then screen. She comes right in. Kelsey Rees does a good job of just getting contact on the bottom of the zone. Board if it goes off. Oh yeah, she got that off. It's just got to leave the hand.
Murad had 9 points in the first half, just 5 here in the second half.
After video review, the last basket was good.
Big possession right here, Brian, for both squads.
And it's crunch time. Mark at the elbow. Cole smartly pulls up in front of the three-point line, but can't get the ball to fall.
Decent look.
Now a chance for Oregon State to take the lead. They're trying to knock Portland off the ranks of the unbeatens.
Look for them to go inside to Kelsey Rees. There's the step in right there.
Double team by Burnham. Rees spinning, turning, in trouble. Oh, and they call the foul. I think it's going to be on Hull. That would be her 5th.
Kind of called it after that. I don't know if that was
if anything, I thought Hull got her on the wrist. He missed the first free throw. Will make the second. 3 different Pilots have 4 fouls against them. It's Shearer, Meek, and Hull.
Oregon State in a zone out of the timeout.
Into the corner. It's Burnham. Picks up her dribble. Finds Meek. Far wing. She gets the triple!
That is a tough shot coming in off of the bench and pulling the 3.
Schimmel will inbound. They get it to Rees. Hull on defense. Shooting 85.5% coming in.
Missed one of the last 2, though, when she was at the line.
And she missed that one. Rebound for Mark and a timeout called by Portland. They'll have a chance in front of their own bench. Out of the timeout. No shot clock. Meek milking the clock. 15. They give it up to Shearer. She's had the hot hand in the second half. 15 points. 7. And Schuler will foul, and they've got a couple to give right now.
Yep, that's smart.
And another timeout called by Portland. Meek will get the inbound. They give it back to Shearer. She got double teamed. And a timeout called by Meek very quickly. 3 seconds on the clock. The inbound. They get it to Burnham. And no foul called. 2 more players in foul trouble. Meek has 4, and so does Shearer.
Well, Portland in that fourth quarter really had struggled in big-time droughts. They're going to have to make an adjustment here in this overtime period if they want to pull this one out.
The opening tip was won by the Beavers. The overtime tip won by the Pilots. Shearer got cut off, lost it, the pass taken away, and Mark ended up with it, and they're going to call foul on Mark. Rees with 20 points.
Rees almost an 86% free throw shooter.
That's her 3rd miss. Back to Shearer. Vieta unable to stop Shearer, using the glass for 2. Now it's 5. Schuler attacks the basket. Rees has the easiest offensive rebound of the night. Back to a 1-point lead for Oregon State. Pass to Burnham. Extra pass to... And an offensive foul.
Oregon State going to use a little bit of clock here. Smart.
Shearer deflects the pass, and a foul called against Portland. Basically, all of that has been in the second half for her.
Yeah, big impacts defensively, creating off the bounce.
Now it's a 3-point lead for the Beavers. Mark, a wide open 3. It doesn't go, and Shearer tried to get the rebound.
Scoring drought at 2.5 minutes without a bucket.
That has to be the 3rd or 4th time that we've said that tonight. Uncharacteristic of Portland to do that. Good eyes.
Portland doesn't need a 3 here. They just need a high percentage shot and a score.
And they shoot the 3 anyways. And the long rebound ends up in the hands of the Beavers. They're on a 6-0 run over the last minute 15. And a timeout call. Career night for Rees. Vieta almost had it taken away from behind. 7 of 7, 9 points, 9 rebounds. Look at 10 points and 9 rebounds and a couple assists. Mogul kept her foot on the floor. Burnham attacking, got fouled. Burnham with 20 points. She had 14 at halftime, has slowed down in the second half. Mark cuts off Schuler.
Come in and you win in Spokane. That's a tough place to play, and this is another really good opportunity and good win if Oregon State continues to pull this off.
Schuler will make both of them. 76-68. It's now an 8-point lead. Shearer got fouled. It's also her career high, she said, against Nevada. Missing the second. Fraley had it for a moment, and it ends up in the hands of Schuler. And Fraley will get the foul.
I thought they did a nice job of taking Portland out of some rhythm. Times where you're not scoring the basketball and expect to win.
Timeout call by Portland. I don't want to say they're a surprise. They were a good ball club last year, so you knew that they had some returners coming back, as Shearer can't connect on that 3-point basket, but an offensive rebound.
San Francisco's had a great preseason, non-conference schedule. They've done a nice job, 3-0 in conference now. A team that to be reckoned with.
Inbound for Mogul and the Pilots. Into Ananiev in the corner. Hits that 3-point basket to fall, but it's a little too late for that. 8 points now for Ananiev. That could have helped you out. Long inbound. Mark tried to take it away, and that should do it. Oregon State knocks off Portland from the ranks of the unbeatens. Wins inside the Child Center 76-72.
And the Oregon State